All right, hello everybody, welcome. We are here for the JV Invitational, Jasper Invitational. Greenfield versus the New Heights Cougars. Greenfield on the board with an early bucket. Wildcats in the offensive half. Three-point shot missed. Marin's ahead to Hinderleiter. Finds Bruggeman underneath, and a nice finish by Bruggeman. Cougars in the full court press. That's number 21, Pedigo. Number 10, Chandler. Working the right side, back to the top. Three-point shot off the backboard and in. And the Wildcats are up 5-2. Hinderleiter across the timeline, picks up his dribble. Into the left corner for Schumacher. Bruggeman over to Bowen on the right wing. Up top to Hinderleiter to reset. Hinderleiter over Brandon Schumacher on the left wing. Up top to Marins. Into the short corner for Bruggeman. Tough pass, is able to get to it. Back to Schumacher, thought about the three. Steps in, gets it back to Bowen at the top. Bowen to the corner for Bruggeman. Bruggeman drives in, kicks it over to Hinderleiter on the right wing. One more into the short corner for Marins. Marins off the front of the rim. Backside rebound, knocked out of bounds, and last touch by number 11, Renkeski, will stay Cougars ball.
Yeah, it looks like Greenfield's got a lot of size on us. We're going to have to box out a lot down low.
Marins inbounding. Inside to Bowen, nice move, and off the glass for two.
Good finish by Bowen.
Number 10, Chandler. Cougars in the press. Flips it over the top, and too strong. Bruggeman's there to make the steal. Hinderleiter just across the timeline, gets it to Marins into the short corner for Bruggeman. Jump shot is good.
They're leaving those mid-range baseline. Oh,
The pressure by the Cougars forcing the high pass. Turnover back to the Cougars. No touch on it, so it'll be on the end line. Ball into Bruggeman at the top for three. Front rim, rebound by number 30. That's Bullinger. Wildcats out ahead. And foul called on the Cougars. Number 22, Myers, going to the line for two free throws. Aiden Myers at the line. First shot too strong.
It's interesting. They're leaving their number 30, their tallest player, out on these free throws.
Second shot off to the right. Cam Marins pulls down the rebound. Out to Bowen on the near side. Bounce pass to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to go across, but number 10, Chandler, there to steal all the way to the glass. Comes up short. Bowen pulls down the rebound. Bowen pushing. Gets it back to Schumacher. Over to Marin. Steps through into the corner for Hinderleiter for three. And he got it.
Number 22 just keeps getting pulled in, leaving the outside on that right side open.
Chandler across to number 22, Myers. Into the corner for three. That's number 11, Renkeski. Bowen quickly out to Hinderleiter. And off the glass and in.
Good finish.
Good effort by Schumacher. Goes out of bounds up onto the stage. I do know that he has some aspirations to be the next Brad Pitt. Back to the action. Chandler able to turn into the corner for number 11, Renkeski. Back to Myers on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Gets it into 30, Bullinger. Three-pointer by Chandler, too strong. Hinderleiter there for the rebound. Stolen back by Chandler. Takes the 10-footer and makes it. And after a dry spell, the Wildcats are able to get a bucket. Hinterlander, good crossover dribble, gets it ahead to Bruggeman on the right side. Back to Marins at the top, one more to Bowen on the left. Bounce pass into Marins, turns, 10-footer off the back iron, and ball knocked away by the Wildcats, out of bounds, will stay Cougars ball. Ball into Schumacher, gets grabbed, no foul. Marins baseline drive, takes the runner, gets his own rebound off the glass and in.
Good rebound, Cam.
Cougars still in the press. Chandler. I was just going to say that it's smart by Marins to add that extra pressure because they're not calling fouls on anything. And then just like that, they give a cheap foul.
Yeah, both teams in this press to start the game, trying to put pressure on the early passes.
Chandler on the dribble, picks it up, all the way over to number 21, Pedigo. And three-pointer is good, 13-10. Brogan Reether in the game, gets it over to Hinterleiter. Smathers also in. Reether on the left wing, back up to Hinterleiter at the top. Hinterleiter jump stop in.
Good find. Oh.
Marins from 12, rims around and out, rebound pulled down by Rinkowski. Chandler up ahead to Myers. Myers wants the three. Marins flies in for the rebound, gets hacked, no foul. Hinterleiter out ahead. Bounce pass to Reether, big block by Rinkowski. And the Cougars are able to maintain possession on the secured by Smathers. Brant Smathers on the left side, inside to Marins. Short corner for Bruggeman, and he nails the jumper.
Yeah, he's getting that shot. He's getting that look. It's the second time.
Pedigo picks up the dribble, gets it to Myers at the top. Back to Pedigo on the left wing. Hinterleiter tightly defending, back to Myers on the right, into the corner for Rinkowski for three. Long rebound goes to Bruggeman. Bruggeman all the way to the glass, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for two free throws.
Yeah, we need to do a better job of guarding that three-point line. Greenfield's looking to take a lot of threes early on in the game here.
Nolan Bruggeman at the line for two. 5-point lead for the Cougars with 1:45 left in the first quarter. Bruggeman good on the first. Evan Horton in the game now as Hinterleiter takes a break.
It's a good-looking guy.
Looks familiar. Has a familiar face to someone I know. Rebound pulled down by the big boy, number 25, Donnie Pierce. Wildcats out in transition. Pedigo gets it over to number 11, Rinkowski. Salisbury, defended by Smathers, knocked out of play. On the near side, it'll stay Wildcats ball. Chandler back at the top. Ball over to Pedigo into the corner for Salisbury. Trap comes. Chandler at the top. Trying to enter it into number 25, Pierce. Finally clears out of the paint. Rinkowski loses his footing, gets it inside to Pierce. Marins, good outlet to Bruggeman, and Bruggeman with a tough finish at the glass.
They're not ready for these transition plays. We got a lot of speed on them.
Rinkowski fumbles the pass, able to get it back. Pedigo looking to go baseline all the way in and finishes. Don't know why he went to the ground there. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Horton gets it to Bruggeman in the short corner. Marins fights for the rebound, able to find it.
Nice, Cam.
And 20-12, 8-point lead for the Cougars. High scoring first quarter so far. Chandler looking to go coast to coast. Steps through, left hand finish. Pierce with the offensive rebound, and he's able to put it in. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wildcats in the press. Marion splits it to Horton. Back to Smathers from 15. Pedigo pushes Brueggemann away and gets the rebound. Chandler at the buzzer. And that will do it for the first quarter.
Yeah, we're doing a good job here of getting past their press.
I can't connect. All right, we are recording this and we'll post later. We were given Wi-Fi, but the network they gave us to connect to isn't available, so I'm not sure how to do it other than that. We'll reset the foul count for the second quarter. Cougars, let's see, Cougars have the arrow. Schumacher back in the game. Clevenger in the game for the first time. Ball inside to Titus Clevenger, outside to Evan Horton for three, and he got it.
Nice shot.
Largest lead of the game for the Cougars, 9 points, 23-14. Chandler picks up the dribble. Ball deflected by Clevenger.
Good trap.
Schumacher gets the steal. Clevenger behind his back. Thought about the 15-footer, gets it back to Crumrine. Cross for Horton. Into the corner, Schumacher open for three. Too strong. Crumrine there, gets a hand on it but can't secure it. Pedigo out in transition for the Wildcats. Takes the tough shot. Pierce comes in, gets the rebound.
A little bit of a size mismatch there.
Too strong on the backside. Clevenger can't handle it. Back up top to Rinkowski. Chandler now. Back to Rinkowski on the right wing. All the way across for Pedigo. Barrett Bone closes out. Back to Chandler at the top. Pierce comes to set the screen. Chandler steps through, draws the foul, and they are calling a few fouls. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, every time Greenfield drives in, it looks like they're kind of pulling it up early. They're trying to take the farther layup from about 10 feet.
Cougars in that 2-3 zone, so they have an automatic double that comes in. Chandler good on the first free throw. Good
Still keeping one back there, their tallest player.
Titus Clevenger on the right side, gets it to the middle to Schumacher, and can't handle the pass. Ball deflected. I think it was last touch by Schumacher, and then Crumrine got it in the backcourt.
Yeah, coach doesn't like that.
Myers into Rinkowski in the corner. Myers on the right wing being defended by Horton. Back up top to Chandler. Myers thought about the three from the right wing, enters it into Pierce. Pierce with a turnaround, quick shot.
Yeah, I was wondering why they weren't feeding it in there. Big size advantage.
Clevenger finds the split to Crumrine and throws it behind the back of Bowen, out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats. Cam Aaron's back in the game as Crumrine takes a seat.
Are we the 2 seed, do you know?
2 seed, yeah. All right, back to the action. Chandler picks up the dribble, tough pass. Marins there to steal. Marins has options, finds Horton down low. Bowen on the follow.
Nice assist.
Cougars running the floor. Chandler again. Cougars in a 3-2. Rinkowski turns, gets to the basket. Pierce with the offensive rebound, goes again, and
There we go.
Owen rips down the rebound and draws the foul on Pierce.
Good box out there. Looks like Greenfield's still in the press.
Clevenger ahead to Horton. Horton skips for the three, and he got it.
2 for 2.
10-point lead now for the Cougars. Chandler steps through, loses the handle, and foul called on, don't know who it was on.
Marins.
That's his second foul. Chandler good from the free throw line. Nolan Brueggemann checks back in.
Yeah, they're going to give Cam a break.
Chandler's second free throw comes up short. Evan Horton there for the rebound. Quick outlet to Clevenger. Titus Clevenger sees Pierce there, decides to pull it up. Gets to Horton, he wants another three.
Long three.
Brueggemann, good position for the rebound. Pierce is able to knock it away. Horton comes in and secures it. Back to Clevenger, into the paint, over to Schumacher. Shot fake from 15, too strong. Brueggemann slaps it away. Pedigo on the floor, the ball's loose. Bowen's able to save it and knocked away by Chandler.
It's off
back
blue
to the
there.
Cougars. Hinterleiter checking back in the game as Clevenger subs out. Hinterleiter at the top, over to Schumacher on the right wing. Into the corner, Horton wants the three. Short, Hinterleiter's there for the rebound, back out to Schumacher. One more to Bowen at the top. Shot fake, resets, and nails it.
Good shot. Got the threes going today.
12-point lead now for the Cougars. High scoring game so far, 31-19. Pedigo enters it into Renkowski, and Renkowski puts in the easy basket.
Yeah, interesting they're not trying to feed it in there more. They do have size with pretty much all of their bottom three.
Schumacher pulls it back, Hinterleiter on the right side. Into the top of the key, over to Bowen. One more to Schumacher on the right. Back to Hinterleiter, resets to Bowen at the top. Bowen pushes into the paint, loses the handle. Hinterleiter's there to save it. Takes the step through. Brueggemann from 8 and nails it.
Yeah, Nolan's getting those looks.
Chandler, crossover dribble, gets through the double, pulls up from the free throw line, off the glass, and puts it in, back to a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Hinterleiter trap comes, gets it over to Horton on the near side, ahead to Bowen. Bowen bounce pass to Brueggemann, his 15-footer, and another basket for Nolan Brueggemann. That's enough for actually the Cougars are going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Greenfield didn't really make any adjustments going into the second quarter. Let's see if they change it up here.
All right, 2:42 on the second quarter clock. I missed that timeout stoppage. Reset this clock here.
A lot of offensive rebounding here for the Cougars. Doing a good job of boxing out.
Chandler dribbling.
Cougars staying in that trap.
Myers. Back to Myers on the right side. Smathers back in the game for the Cougars along with Reether. Smathers comes up to defend on Chandler's dribble. Gets it over to number 12, Salisbury. Chandler for the long three. Rims around. Brueggemann, good defensive rebound position.
Box out, Nolan.
Hinterleiter over to Horton at the top. Brigman open for three. Comes up short, but Evan Horton's there for the rebound. Left-handed finish. Comes up short. Hinterleiter gets the ball stripped away, and Chandler in possession for the Wildcats. Up top for Myers. Salisbury with the ball. Smathers comes, rips it away on the floor, and jump ball. Wildcats have the arrow.
Yeah, Brant was just persistent on that play. It was a good heads up.
Ball in. Salisbury on the right side. Entered in. Reether's able to step in and steal. Smathers ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger with the left gets fouled. And able to avoid Caleb Kennedy there taking pictures. Clevenger will go to the line for 2 free throws. Clevenger short on the first. Can't get the second one to go. Now a touch foul called on Hinterleiter. Chandler walking it up. Bounce pass into Rinkowski. Chandler splits the double and gets bailed out with the foul call. He'll go to the line for 2.
I think it's on Reether. Let's see here. Oh, they got it on Titus.
.12 lead for the Cougars. 1:04 left in the second quarter. Chandler too strong on the first. Makes the second. 11-point game. Ball into play. Hinterleiter able to get through the trap over to Reether. Ahead to Clevenger on the right side. Over to Smathers in the corner for 3. Bruggeman was there for the rebound, but decided to tap it out instead, right to Myers.
Oh, good poke,
Clevenger's
Titus.
able to steal away the pass and gets called for the carry.
Don't see that called too much.
Chandler tries to split the double, throws it right off Hinterleiter's foot. Smathers steals all the way to the glass and draws the foul as number 11 aggressively, Cooper Rinkowski, goes in for the block.
Yeah, that pad under the basket's getting a lot of contact here.
Yeah, these are pretty tight end lines. Smathers too strong on the first. 30 seconds left here in the half. Second one is good. Back to a 12-point lead for the Cougars. Chandler to Myers, floats it over the top. Smathers
good poke,
able
Brant.
to poke it away. Brant Smathers, nice positioning and puts it in.
Brant working real hard out there on defense.
Chandler now pushing the pace. And Hinterleiter gets called for the foul. No, that's called on Smathers. That's the 5th foul. So Chandler will go to the line. Largest lead of the day so far, 14 points for the Cougars. Can't get the first one to fall, rims around. Second free throw is good. Hinterlander all the way in.
Wow.
And a nice
A lot
finish.
of contact there.
And that does it for the first half. Cougars with a 15-point lead, 40-25. 5 minutes on the halftime clock. Let's see if I can connect with my mobile hotspot here to maybe get the second half up. Send you through the first half recap here as we take an audio break. All right, we are back for the start of the third quarter. Cougars with the arrow, 7 minutes on the clock, 40-25 lead for the Cougars.
Yeah, on pace for an 8-point game here.
All right, we're underway. Hinterleiter up to Schumacher. Marins inside to Bowen. Schumacher into the corner for Hinterleiter. Back to Hinterleiter on the left wing. Bowen splits the double, gets into Bruggeman. Bruggeman from 15 kicks it back to Hinterleiter on the left wing. Jump stop in the paint, rises up, and gets
Good
the roll.
finish. Coming out in a press here.
Myers ahead to Rinkowski. Trap in the corner and knocked out of bounds. Will stay Wildcats ball. Last touch by Schumacher. Ball into Chandler. Takes the three. Blocked by Schumacher. But nice save by Bruggeman and gets it to Bowen. Marins pass up to Hinterleiter. Over to Bruggeman in the short corner. That's his money spot.
It's been there all night.
19-point lead now for the Cougars. Myers. Schumacher knocks it away. Chandler gets the recovery, steps through. Scoop shot. Bowen there on the backside for the rebound. Bounce pass to Marins. Marins out running.
Oh,
and
my
gets
goodness.
hacked. And we'll go to the line for two. Chance to make a 20-point lead here for the Cougars.
Yeah, a lot of buckets in transition, a lot of buckets off threes. No one's had that little baseline jumper all night.
Marins good on the first. Cougars open up with the first 5 points of the third quarter. Off the back rim on the second, Bowen goes to the ground. I think he was trying to spin through and lost his footing. Wildcats slowing it up. Chandler walking it up the center. Ball over to Myers on the right side. Schumacher slaps the ball away. Rinkowski's able to get back to it, and timeout called by the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm glad to see us taking those jump shots. It's kind of been hard to drive in tonight with the size of the Wildcats.
Take a look again at this last basket by the Cougars. Brigman's been money from that short corner. They've been feeding him in transition.
Yeah, Greenfield still really hasn't made much of an adjustment defensively.
For those of you who are just tuning into the stream, sorry I had trouble getting it live. We do have the first half recorded, and we'll post it later tonight. Back to the action. Number 12, Salisbury gets the jumper, but comes up short. Cougars clear. Marins at the top. Backdoor for Hinterleiter, but can't control the pass. And out of bounds back to Wildcats. That was a good pass. Just went through his hands.
Looks like they're going to run the trap here.
Into the corner, Salisbury.
No travel.
And foul called from behind on the Wildcats.
Yeah, it kind of looked like number 12 Salisbury traveled a little bit on that shot, but get the foul call still.
Another foul on the Wildcats. Bowen turns, jump ball. Wildcats have the arrow.
Yeah, with only 2 referees out there tonight, we're getting some good ref help from the stands here.
Chandler is able to get the edge, and Bowen gets called for the blocking foul. Ball into Chandler, 4:30 on the third quarter clock. Salisbury tries to enter it in. Schumacher pokes away. Brugman trying to find the handle. Finally falls to Schumacher. Up ahead to Hinderleiter on the left side. Hinderleiter tightly defended by Chandler. 2-hand check. Don't hear the Greenfield parents say anything about that. Hinderleiter with the jump shot. Backside rebound by Bowen. Bowen turns, finds an angle. Tough left-handed attempt. Hinderleiter comes in for the ball and knocks it off of.
Good heads up there by Hinderleiter.
30, Bollinger.
Yeah, really not much defensive rebounding going on for Greenfield tonight.
Evan Horton subbing in the game. Barrett Bowen checking out. 3:57 left in the third. Ball in Hinderleiter wide open for 3. Rims around. Fight for the rebound by the Cougars. Bruggeman gets his own rebound back. One more into the corner for Schumacher for 3.
Oh.
Off the back of the rim. Hinderleiter pokes it out. Pedigo all the way in. And Schumacher clears.
Yeah, I like these looks that we're getting here from 3.
Bruggeman comes away with a loose ball. Back to Marins. Marins' acrobatic attempt. And out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars.
Yeah, we're still getting most of the looks that we want. Just a little bit of dry spell here, shooting.
Chandler over to Pedigo. Back to Chandler at the top. Tries to split the double, and foul called on Smathers.
Smathers.
Pedigo inside to Renkowski. Bruggeman well defends. Chandler from 10. Pierce gets a hand on it but can't secure the rebound, and Bruggeman pulls it down for the Cougars. Schumacher pushing through the middle, gets it into the corner for Horton. Front rim. Marins comes in and knocks it away. And
a little bit of a deflection there, maybe?
Yeah, it looked like it was touched by the Cougars, but Cougars get an extra possession. Evan Horton inbounding underneath. Bruggeman on the left wing. Over to Reether into the corner for Horton for 3. Smathers flies in for the rebound. And out of bounds back to Wildcats.
Couldn't get the deflection off Wildcats there.
2:45 left in the third quarter. Wildcats have yet to score here in the second half. It was 40-25 at half. So really a low-scoring half in general. Pedigo inside to Pierce. Back to Renkowski. And he draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Pierce not really wanting to post up down there.
Third foul of the quarter on the Cougars. Renkowski short on the first. I thought for sure that the chance at the line would guarantee a point, but you got to make them. Makes the second, and they're on the board in the second half. Wildcats in the press. Smathers floats it over to Marins. Marins splits the double, kicks it to Horton in the corner for 3. And Horton's come up a little bit short on those last couple. Pierce gets the rebound outlet to Chandler. Chandler, tough attempt at the basket. Pierce with the offensive rebound, gets another one, and Pierce able to put it in. Ball ahead to Reether. Kicks it to Smathers. Smathers to the paint, back to Reether into the short corner for Marins. Marins looking for an angle. Back to Reether, he wants the three, and he got it.
Nice shot. Yeah, Reether doesn't mind taking those with people in his face. I mean, he hits them more than you'd expect.
Pierce. Evan Horton, nice rebound, outlet to Smathers. Good step through off the glass, and what
nice
a finish.
Brant. Yeah, good unselfish basketball there. Just getting the ball up the court.
Smathers at the line for the and one. Bruggeman flies in and commits the foul.
Yeah, hit him with the old over the back. Every time.
All right, Chandler into the front court. Myers on the left side. Into the corner for Salisbury. Crossover dribble, has baseline, pulls up from 15. Rebound goes to Smathers. Marins ahead to Horton. Evan Horton pulls it back out. Over to Reether, he's open for three. He wants another one. Comes up short this time. And Rinkowski gets the rebound quickly out to Salisbury. Salisbury can't get it to fall, but Myers gets the offensive rebound.
Quick release.
Way off the glass. And traveling called on Pierce as he he took Crumrine and put him in a full Nelson. Ball to Marins ahead to Horton. 42 seconds left. Largest lead for the Cougars at 22. Marins tries to float it in from 12 and comes up empty.
Yeah, we're still getting the looks, just not hitting our shots right now.
Chandler, aggressive take in. The Cougars, good job defending without fouling. Reether all the way ahead to Marins. Marins looking for an angle and draws the foul. And Cam Marins will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, that was a good hesitation down there by Greenfield. Just anticipating the pull up by Cam right there.
Marins short on the first. $10 points so far in the quarter for the Cougars, just 3 for the Wildcats. Rims rounding out on the second. Pierce with the rebound for the Wildcats. Pedigo out on the right side. 10 seconds left. Ball thrown into the backcourt. Smathers hustles for it. Able to get to it, put it too strong, but Marins there on the follow.
Yeah, great unselfish basketball there by Smathers. Get that assist.
Well, I did read that in the NBA they don't give an assist for throwing it off the glass. Did you see that Austin Reeves assist that he threw off the glass to LeBron last night? They said NBA specifically says that's not an assist, but we like to call it an assist here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Marins would go there for the dunk.
Yeah, maybe in this fourth quarter we can get some dunk attempts from the boys.
Yeah, still chasing that 80-point game. Made it a little harder on ourselves. Have to have a good fourth quarter here.
12 points in the quarter for the Cougars, just 3 for the Wildcats. Titus Clevenger back in the game. Let's see. I guess Bowen and Schumacher are the other two back in. Hinterleiter was already in, I believe. Krumrein was in. Fourth quarter underway. Bounce pass into Hinterleiter. Ball falls loose to Krumrein, and Krumrein draws the foul. I didn't think it was on Pierce, but it might have been on.
It'll be on.
Yeah, called on.
Oh yeah, Pierce.
Pierce, but
It should have been on Pedigo.
Yeah, I think so too. Grayson Krumrein at the line, comes up short on the first. Too strong in the second. Pierce able to get the rebound, but throws it away to Hinterleiter. Bowen steps through, loses the handle. Schumacher goes for the save and into the concrete wall. Ball back to the Wildcats.
Gonna try to save some clock here.
Myers into the corner for Salisbury. Back to the right wing for Myers. Clevenger defending. Up top for Chandler. Salisbury all alone on the bottom if they can find him. Running that baseline. Chandler, acrobatic shot. Pierce gets the rebound. Pierce again, and can't get it to fall. Hinterleiter clears for the Cougars. Back to the middle for Schumacher. Bowen one more into Clevenger in the corner. Oh, ball deflected.
Little double pass there.
Krumrein for three in the corner. Schumacher pulls down the rebound, gets the dribble down.
No foul.
Gets his own rebound, looking for an angle. Kicks it to Krumrein. Back to Bowen at the top. Bowen with the floater from 12. And too strong, rebound by the Wildcats. Chandler being defended by Bowen. Bowen's able to deflect it, and I thought
It was
deflected
off
out.
10. No, it was off 10 there.
Last touch by Chandler. Bowen, bounce pass to Schumacher in the corner. Back to Clevenger, tough pass as Chandler went for the steal. Into the corner, Barrett Bowen, baseline drive. Steps through with the extra step.
Wow.
And a nice finish by
Athletic
Barrett Bowen.
play. Yeah, that baseline's been there all night. If we can just keep capitalizing on it.
Chandler trying to get through the double and draws the foul. Let's see who that's on. Called on Clevenger. That's his second.
Yeah, we've done a good job tonight so far of spreading out the fouls.
Chandler makes the first free throw. Short on the second. Pedigo gets a hand on it. Bowen gets on the floor, and jump ball called. Wildcats have the arrow.
Yeah, switched things up right there on those free throws. They put their two bigs down there to try to get the rebounds. I think they're gonna press the ball a little bit more on offense.
Ball in. Chandler wants the three. Salisbury comes away with the loose ball rebound, tightly defended by Bowen. Schumacher comes away with it out to Hinterleiter on the left side. Good cut back to the middle. Hinterleiter with the left hand. And a sweet finish.
Yeah, I'm glad they have those pads out there.
Chandler all the way in, and three guys went for the block. Not sure who committed the foul.
I think he'll be on 14 Schumacher.
Yeah, it goes against Schumacher. That's the second foul on Schumacher, second team foul here in the fourth quarter. Chandler a little flat on the first, rolls around and out. Good on the second. 56-30. Clevenger could have gone all the way in. Tries to make the pass to the corner. Stolen by Myers.
Yeah, it was good anticipation by 22, but Titus was staring him down the whole time.
Salisbury on the left wing. All the way across for Chandler. Chandler wants the three. Off the front of the rim. Salisbury comes in for the rebound. Able to get it. Goes back baseline. Throws it off of Schumacher. And Schumacher's not real impressed with that move.
You think Schumacher could handle the ball with his body a little better being a soccer player.
True. Chandler on the right side. Being defended by Clevenger. Able to turn back into the paint. Athletic finish. And Chandler will go to the line for the N1. Aaron Chandler, number 10. Athletic player, but a lot of dribbling from Chandler, and there's just not a whole lot of options besides him.
Yeah, they're not getting much separation down low.
Free throw is good. Clevenger ahead to Schumacher. Back to Clevenger on the right side. Schumacher in the corner wants the three. And it's a little too strong. Pedigo gets the rebound for the Wildcats. Chandler on the left side goes to the double, takes an extra step. Pedigo comes away with a loose ball.
Wow, a lot of contact down there.
And last touch by Schumacher will stay Wildcats ball. Either Smathers and Horton subbing in the game for the Cougars. Pedigo inbounding for the Wildcats. Tries to get it into number 35, McCullough, but out of bounds. He can't handle the high pass. Turnover to the Cougars. Horton flips it into Clevenger. Clevenger breaks the first man. Picks it up at the elbow. Back up top to Smathers. Cougars with this 23-point lead can run some clock. Tough pass in. Smathers able to get it back. Kicks it to the corner for Crumrine for three. Off the back rim, Evan Horton comes in for the offensive rebound. Back to Smathers. Horton thought about the corner three. Good closeout by McCullough. And the corner for Clevenger. Up to the top for Evan Horton. Bounce pass to Crumrine. Over to Smathers at the top. Smathers to Reether. Brogan Reether has the dribble. Hand off to Clevenger. Down low for Smathers. Reverse layup. And a nice finish.
Did a good job there of getting 50 sucked out so we could have that easy finish down low.
Baseline drive by Rinkowski. And a nice finish of his own. Smathers to Horton for three. Rims around. Reether there for the rebound. And puts it back in.
Way to be strong, Brogan.
Back to a 25-point lead for the Cougars. Pedigo to number 11, Rinkowski. McCullough up top to Salisbury. Pedigo on the right side. Rinkowski comes all the way to the corner. Finds him for the three-point shot attempt, and he got it.
Yeah, Brogan got caught out there. Left that corner three wide open.
Crumrine looking baseline. Pass all the way across the lane, and stolen away by the Wildcats. I never really liked that short corner pass all the way across the lane. It's a pretty low percentage pass. Ball deflected by the Cougars into transition. Clevenger slows it up. Into the corner, all the way around, kicks it to the top for Smathers. Smathers puts the dribble down, takes the three, and comes up off the mark. Salisbury with the rebound.
Oh, nice poke by Brand.
Smathers reads the pass and steals.
See if we go up for a dunk. Oh, no dunk today.
Smathers with the courteous lay-in.
Yeah, I've seen him throw down some windmills, some 360s.
Yeah, he thought that might be considered taunting at this point in the game, so he went for the layup. Salisbury inside to McCullough. McCullough turns. Rebound by number 50, Lohr.
Yeah, it looks like Greenfield's figuring out how to score. It's just a little too late in the game now.
Reether has a lane all the way to the basket. Under a minute to play. Evan Horton reads the pass and gets the steal. Whoa, big block by Gronkowski, and he's going to get teed up for that. It's the mean mugging after the block that's getting you teed up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to block in basketball.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean block, but the stare down of the player afterwards is what gets him teed up.
Usually taunting doesn't work too well. Surprised those two refs aren't consulting other refs in the stands before issuing that technical.
Yeah, that's a good point. Horton makes the first two. Now the technical free throws. He'll stay at the line. Three for three. Call it 4 for 4.
A little bit of stat pad in there.
And a 28-point lead for the Cougars. Smathers to Clevenger. Across for Reether. Up top for Horton. 20 seconds remaining. Cougars just going to run the clock out.
No count.
And foul called on Salisbury. I don't really like this. This stalling the last 30 seconds when you have a big lead. I think that's more disrespectful than just playing the game out.
Yeah.
Now, you don't want to go in and do a tomahawk jam, but, you know, passing it around is also a little bit.
Yeah, they might be a little nervous with both Smathers and Horton in there.
All right, that's the final here on the JV game, 68-40. It was 40-25 at half, and that third quarter really, Greenfield couldn't get anything going, and the Cougars extended that lead, able to hold on for a nice finish. All right, well, I don't know how good the stream was. I was able to connect to my phone for the second half. We'll post the full video later tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back on tomorrow night for the Warrior Classic tournament at McCauley. The varsity boys take on Thomas Jefferson at 8:30. The high school girls are playing tonight.
They already played.
Did you
Game
see
started
the
at
result?
5:30. It was 30-13 at half.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow.